Morning, sweet kiddos. Happy Wednesday, February 24th. I made my announcements yesterday, but I had major YouTube issues and I couldn't get them uploaded. So I'm going to combine yesterday and today. We have a staff birthday today. Today is Miss Coker's birthday, 6th grade social studies. Happy birthday, Miss Coker. I hope that you don't have to cook any dinner tonight and that somebody makes you whatever you want. And we have some kiddo birthdays as well. We've got Christopher Jacqueline. Happy birthday, Christopher. Alexandra Morin. Happy birthday, Alexandra. Mohammed Ahmed. Happy birthday. Catherine Linares Sorto. Happy birthday, Catherine. And Eric Preciado Cervantes. Happy birthday to you, Eric. We also have yesterday, Deja Robinson, honey. I did do it yesterday, but like I said, technology issues. I hope that all of our birthday people enjoy the sunshine that's going to happen today and the warmer temperatures, thank goodness, and that you all get the best dinner ever. The movie night on Saturday night is completely filled up. We did all the registrations. We have 100 cars. That was our capacity. So I cannot wait to see you guys there on Saturday as we watch Black Panther together from the warmth and safety of our cars. So let's get to some Black History Month tidbits, because yesterday I read a book and it was so good and I don't want you to not get to hear it. Our fun fact yesterday was that Thomas L. Jennings was the first African-American person to receive a patent in the U.S. So a patent is when you create an invention or a product, or you have an idea and then you get a patent. It means that you kind of own that idea and nobody else can claim it as theirs. It's like your idea forever, and if someone uses it, you have to get credit for it. So what I asked you yesterday in the announcements that you didn't get to see is, I'm wondering what Thomas L. Jennings was given a patent for. I don't know the answer. So if one of you will find out for me and send me an email and tell me, I will get you a prize delivered to you, or I will put it in the mail if you're a digital kiddo. What did Thomas L. Jennings get a patent for? First African American to receive a patent in the U.S. Let me know. Excuse me. And then today's fun fact for Black History Month is that Shirley Chisholm in 1968 became the first African American woman to serve in the U.S. Congress. In 1972, she became the first African American woman to run for president with a major political party. Aware that she would not win the nomination, Chisholm explained her motivation for entering the race. She said, quote, "The next time a woman of whatever color or a dark-skinned person of whatever sex aspires to be president, the way should be a little smoother because I helped pave it." How cool is that we have had an African-American president, and we now have an African-American, Black woman vice president. So thank you to Shirley Chisholm for that, and I can't wait to hear what patent Thomas L. Jennings had. Go get to researching and I'll get you a super cool prize. I have some good treats in my office. Okay, you guys, this is the book I read yesterday that I didn't want you to miss. It's so beautiful. It's called Radiant Child, and it's by Jean-Michel Basquiat. He is a Black artist who was born in New York. His mother is Puerto Rican and his dad is Haitian, and he speaks 3 languages: English, Spanish, and Haitian Creole, and he does beautiful, beautiful artwork. And so I hope that you enjoy this story and the gorgeous illustrations. Somewhere in Brooklyn, between hearts and thump, double dutch and hopscotch, and salty mouths that slurp sweet ice, a little boy dreams of being a famous artist. In his house, you can tell a serious artist dwells. As he sits at a table with pencils scattered everywhere, Jean-Michel draws from morning until night with a serious face amid a storm of papers. He refuses to sleep until he has created a masterpiece. At night, images enchant Jean-Michel's mind, and he wakes from his dreams to add one more line. His drawings are not neat, nor clean, nor does he color inside the lines. They are sloppy, ugly, and sometimes weird, but somehow still beautiful. His art comes from his mother, Matilde, a Puerto Rican woman who designs and sews, cooks and cleans, and makes the house look like a stylish magazine. But most important, she lies on the floor and draws with Jean-Michel as his father's old work papers. From her, he learns that art is not only in the poetry books she reads to him or in the theaters and museums they visit. Art is the street games of little children in our style and the words that we speak. It's how the messy patchwork of the city creates new meaning for ordinary things. While visiting the museum, they look at his favorite works of art, reading the story behind each artist, reading the story behind each work. This is how Jean-Michel learns what it means to be a famous artist. Back at home, he creates art on the floor as his father Gerard plays jazz records. Mama Matilde cooks arroz con pollo and calls Jean-Michel mi amor. The energy and life of the city can be felt in each of his drawings. As time goes by, Jean-Michel learns that art has a healing power. After a car accident, he is scared and confused. Matilde gives him a book to calm his fears. It is filled with pictures of bones, skulls, and other body parts. Jean-Michel draws from it until he knows it all by heart. He is no longer afraid. Back at home, Jean-Michel's body heals, but his heart breaks. His mother's mind is not well, and the family breaks. She no longer lies on the floor and draws with Jean-Michel, but she sits by the window singing only to birds. Jean-Michel is confused and filled with terrible blues when Matilde can no longer live at home. His mom must be suffering from some sort of mental illness. He tries drawing the terrible out of his blues, but things are not the same. As Jean-Michel grows older, he visits his mother when he can, always bringing his artwork to show, telling her that one day it'll be in a museum when I am a famous artist. A teenager now, Jean-Michel decides, Papa, I will be a very, very famous artist one day, with a sly look and a twinkle in his eye. Jean-Michel leaves Brooklyn for New York City, the Lower East Side, a concrete jungle where only the tough survive. During the day, dressed in a green jumpsuit splattered with paint, Jean-Michel stays with friends, sleeping on couches and floors, leaving a barrage of collages and poem-filled papers everywhere he goes. At night, Jean-Michel spray paints the walls downtown with poems and drawings that catch the eye of artists, gallery goers, and passerby. Under his art, he signs the name Samu Samu instead of Jean-Michel. Everybody wants to know, who is Samu Samu? Samu moves from street corners to art gallery walls with powerful color compositions and lines, collaging and painting on anything he can find. His art is still not neat or clean and definitely not inside the lines, but somehow still beautiful. With his magical charm, Jean-Michel draws a crowd, but when it's time to work, he prefers to be alone with the radio and TV on full blast. Now, in expensive suits splattered with paint, he flips through stacks of magazines and open books and paints into the night, and sometimes for days at a time while sounds and images jump into his head. Jean-Michel, an artist among artists, never doubts one line, creating from a soundtrack that is all his own. People describe him as radiant, wild, a genius child, but in his heart he is king, so he draws crowns for himself and others he admires. A grown man now with the art world in his hand, Jean-Michel still visits his mother when he can. And at his most important shows, above all the critics, fans, and artists he admires, the place of honor is his mother's, a queen on a throne. He is now a famous artist. I hope you enjoyed that story, and I hope you enjoyed the artwork. I did not know about Jean-Michel Basquiat, so I'm actually going to look up his art. And I hope that those of you who have Miss Hetty, tell her that you heard this story today. I hope that you guys have the most wonderful day. Please go to help sessions. Please go to AAP. Please ask questions. Please turn on your cameras. We know that this is hard, but we're not giving up, so you can't either. You can do this. You will do this, and we will support you every step of the way. Love you, and see you in the hallways and classrooms.